Calcium is essential for strong bones and healthy teeth. But when calcium ends up in the wrong place, like your arteries, it can harden into dangerous plaque. This process, known as arterial calcification, makes your arteries stiff, narrow, and more likely to trigger a heart attack or stroke. However, certain vitamins can help guide calcium to where it belongs, your bones, and away from your blood vessels. And today, we'll count down the 7 most powerful vitamins that can protect your arteries, improve circulation, and keep your heart beating strong. Stay tuned until the end, because the number 1 vitamin might surprise you. It's not the usual heart vitamin you're thinking of. Number 7, vitamin A. When most people think of vitamin A, they immediately picture eyesight and night vision, but this vitamin has another important job. It helps manage how calcium moves through the body. Calcium isn't just about bones and teeth. It can also build up in places it shouldn't, like your arteries. Vitamin A works hand in hand with vitamin D and vitamin K2 to keep calcium balanced, moving it into the bones where it strengthens them and away from soft tissues where it could cause trouble. Without enough vitamin A, the body struggles with bone remodeling, the process of breaking down old bone and building new, strong bone in its place. Over time, that imbalance can leave calcium drifting into the wrong areas. You don't need complicated supplements to get vitamin A. Colorful foods do the trick. Sweet potatoes, carrots, and dark leafy greens are all excellent sources. Adding them to your meals not only brightens up your plate, but also supports that critical balance of calcium in your body. Next on our list is vitamin E, often called the body's shield against oxidative stress. Inside your arteries, cholesterol can become damaged or oxidized. And when that happens, it's much more likely to stick to artery walls and start forming plaque. That sticky buildup is what narrows blood vessels and raises the risk of heart disease. Vitamin E steps in as a natural defender, helping to neutralize those harmful reactions before they cause damage. Researchers have found that vitamin E's antioxidant role may slow down the chain of events that leads from cholesterol oxidation to plaque formation. It's not a cure-all, but it's one more layer of protection for your heart and blood vessels. You'll find vitamin E in simple, everyday foods. Almonds, sunflower seeds, and spinach are some of the richest sources. Even small amounts added regularly to your diet can help strengthen your body's defense system and support healthier arteries. Now, after talking about vitamin E as a defender against oxidative stress, it makes sense to highlight another nutrient that keeps your arteries strong: vitamin C. While many people think of it as the immune system vitamin, its role in cardiovascular health is just as important. Vitamin C helps the body make collagen, the protein that gives structure and flexibility to blood vessel walls. Without enough collagen, arteries can become fragile or inflamed, which makes it easier for plaque to take hold. In fact, research has shown that vitamin C supports endothelial function. That's the thin lining inside your arteries that controls how blood flows and how vessels respond to pressure. When that lining is healthy, arteries are less likely to stiffen or calcify. Good food sources are easy to find. Citrus fruits, strawberries, and bell peppers. They don't just add flavor and color to your plate. They help maintain the resilience of your arteries at the same time. Next on our list is magnesium. Technically, magnesium is a mineral, not a vitamin, but it earns a spot here because of how vital it is for artery health. Think of magnesium as the traffic controller for calcium in your body. Without enough of it, calcium can drift into soft tissues, like your arteries, instead of staying locked in your bones where it belongs. Over time, that misplaced calcium can harden into plaque. Research from the Framingham Heart Study found that people who consumed more magnesium had a lower risk of developing coronary artery calcification, a strong predictor of heart disease. That means this quiet mineral may be doing a lot of behind-the-scenes work to keep your arteries clear and flexible. The good part is magnesium is easy to find in everyday foods. Leafy greens like spinach and kale, a handful of nuts or seeds, and whole grains all pack a solid dose. Making them part of your routine helps ensure calcium is going where it should and staying out of where it shouldn't. Now, let's talk about vitamin D. Vitamin D is often called the sunshine vitamin, and while it's famous for bone health, its role in heart health is just as critical. Vitamin D helps your body absorb calcium from food, but the real key is what happens next. On its own, more calcium absorption doesn't always mean better health, because that calcium still needs to be directed to the right place. That's where vitamin D works best when it teams up with vitamin K2. Together, they create a system that strengthens bones while lowering the chance of calcium building up in arteries. Studies have shown that low vitamin D levels are linked to a higher risk of cardiovascular problems, partly because of the way it influences calcium and blood vessel health. For many older adults, vitamin D deficiency is common, which makes paying attention to it even more important. Getting enough vitamin D can be as simple as spending a bit of time in the sun, depending on where you live. It's also found in fatty fish like salmon or mackerel, fortified dairy products, and eggs. A mix of sunlight and food sources is usually the best way to keep levels steady. Closely connected to vitamin D is vitamin K2. While vitamin D helps your body absorb calcium, vitamin K2 makes sure that calcium ends up in the right place. It activates special proteins that move calcium into bones and teeth and away from arteries where it could form dangerous plaque. Research has shown that higher vitamin K2 intake is linked to less arterial calcification and a lower risk of heart disease. You can find vitamin K2 in fermented foods like natto, as well as in cheese, egg yolks, and some meats. Even small amounts in your diet can make a big difference in keeping calcium under control. Finally, let's talk about the B vitamins: B6, B9, folate, and B12. These B vitamins deserve the top spot because they reduce homocysteine, an amino acid linked to artery damage and plaque buildup. Elevated homocysteine levels are strongly associated with heart disease. By keeping homocysteine in check, these vitamins protect your arteries from both calcification and inflammation. Food sources are simple and accessible. Vitamin B6 is found in bananas, chicken, and chickpeas. Folate, B9, is abundant in leafy greens, beans, and lentils. Vitamin B12 comes mainly from fish, dairy, and fortified cereals. Adding these foods to your diet not only supports energy and brain function, but also plays a direct role in maintaining clear, healthy arteries. To recap, the most powerful vitamins for preventing calcium plaque in your arteries are vitamin A for calcium balance, vitamin E for antioxidant protection, vitamin C for strong blood vessels, magnesium to control calcium deposits, vitamin D to absorb calcium, vitamin K2 to direct calcium away from arteries, and B6, B9, and B12 to lower homocysteine. Together, these vitamins create a powerful shield that helps keep your arteries clear, flexible, and strong. Which of them are already part of your daily routine? Share your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. And before you go, be sure to watch our video, 9 Delicious Foods to Clear Clogged Arteries. It's the perfect companion to this one. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, share it with a friend, and subscribe for more natural heart health tips. And if you'd like to support the channel, you can check out our merch or send a super thanks. It makes a real difference and helps us keep creating content for you. Thanks for watching, and have a heart-healthy day.